I wasn't even recording.
I am a little bit more worried about the next animal. It's not quite true. I'm a lot more worried about the next animal because we're about to drive over a really rickety bridge. And as we make our way across this bridge, if you look out to the left in the waters, there are Nile crocodile out there, and they will snap the bones of their prey with their powerful jaws that have a crushing force of 2,000 pounds per square inch. They will even go after prey larger than themselves.
When you see those?
Zebra and wildebeest. But by larger, I mean bigger or taller.
Were they eating anybody down there?
From the tip of the nose to the tip of the tail, this crocodile average about 16 feet long. So we are headed away from those rivers, out towards a completely different ecosystem with completely different animals. We're gonna go head on out towards the savannah next. Speaking of different, view of a different kind of tree coming up on the right, known as the baobab.
Oh, look at that squirrel.
It's also known as the upside elm tree. So you know which one it is. It's the one on the right that looks like it's got its roots sticking up in the air. Not really roots. Those are branches. Baobabs just go leafless about 9 months out of the year to conserve water. We should find some more of them out in the savannah, so we're keep driving around. As we drive around this corner,
Oh, look at
my
that.
favorite view on the reserve. These are the Serengeti grasslands. They stretch for miles across East Africa and are home to millions of migrating animals every year. Makes it kind of like their version of the superhighway. This is the Africa we're working so hard to conserve. Now, I know the giraffe way out in the distance are very exciting. We're going to loop around and try and get into the middle of the group, so we'll talk about them later. Out to the right, you'll see these gray animals. It's part of the group of white-bearded wildebeest. I say part of the group because they're one of the largest migrations in Africa. Usually there's thousands in a single group, so there's probably more nearby. Keep an eye out as you drive around. There's also these animals with these really big horns. These are Akoli cattle. Their impressive horns average 3 to 4 feet in length, but can reach up to 6 feet long. The really cool part is they're not solid bone. Inside of the horn is honeycomb shaped, allowing blood to circulate through the horn, and when it gets up there, it releases heat, keeps it cool. Now, please feel free to keep looking at the animals in the distance to the right, but to the left, we're at the edge of the reserve. You might see some fences between the bushes, but if you look past the fence line
look
by
at
the
those
cave,
hyenas, William.
there are African wild dogs.
That's my friend
roaming
named
around
Ina.
out here.
Say hi, Ina.
They're also known as the painted dogs because of the swirled coloring. They're going to look a lot like domestic dogs you might be used to. Sweetheart, sit down, please, on a lap or a bench. Yes, I know these animals are all very exciting, but we are on a moving vehicle that I might need to start or stop very suddenly. So like I mentioned earlier, everyone has to stay seated. Thank you. Also, these dogs are the most successful hunters of mammals in Africa. They beat all of the large cats for the title because they'll chase their prey until their prey drops from exhaustion, which is kind of terrifying. So we're going to head away from the dogs and hang out with the nice grass-eating animals like the sable antelope out by the warden's truck to the left instead. So far, I only see girls. The boys' horns get a little bit longer. They can reach a maximum length about 5 feet long. Boys also darken as they age. The dominant male will be so dark brown he looks black in color. I don't know. It's the giraffe out here that are probably still more exciting, and we're getting back to the group, which is quite appropriately known as a tower. This is a tower of giraffe. That's appropriate because they start out pretty big. Baby giraffes stand about 6 feet tall when they're born. That means they can look into the eyes of any full-grown adult human. Or if you're short, like me, baby giraffes stand
What do you think about those, buddy?
over our heads.
You don't know? Are they cool?
Today we're a little higher. To give you some perspective of just how big some of these animals are, the armrests at the side of the truck are approximately 6 feet off the ground. Some beautiful views on the hill towards the front left of the truck. The giraffe running around up there. Wow. Look at them running down. Giraffes over here, Stan?
Yeah.
Wow. They are going to spend about 16 to 20 hours a day eating or chewing.
Look, Stan.
They spend most of their day chewing on stuff.
See the one way up there
If
in
you
the
do
bush?
the math, you'll notice that doesn't leave a lot of time left for sleep. That's because they don't sleep for long periods of time. They take really short naps throughout the day that add up to about half an hour. That's it.